Evening all, got another game of ITSL here, organised by the ITSL Hunter. We're playing Morpheus, and I will join the game. I'm USSR, 4 and 8 at the moment. We will open 441. I like headlining Suez and trying to smash them out the Middle East. Got plenty of ops, but US-Japan obviously would screw up Korea. The dog has started early. Yeah, 441's fine. Yep. Yeah, we'll go Suez. It's a nice guts or glory affair. And we could always potentially wander into Asia as well. We get blown out by a Marshall Plan opening. But otherwise do okay, I think. Besides Suez, captured Nazi is an option, but Suez is just the most tantalizing. It's almost like I called it, isn't it? Well, we still go Suez. But they get into Turkey. So the chances of blowing them out of Europe are pretty slim. We will drop down the UK because with NATO in play, that's a nice big coup. If they want to go one in the UK to trigger special relationship, that just costs them a bit more time and tempo. Let's see. If they play into Malaysia, I think we just drop Middle East scoring for 4 VP. We don't go for presenceless domination. Because they're likely to go Turkey, Malaysia here. And then before we know it, they've got presence back in the Middle East. They may go for the coup in Iran. If they flub it, we're in business. Of course, to get anything out of Europe, we're going to need to see de Gaulle pretty soon. But if we can drop Asia for 1, Middle East for 4, yeah, they go influence. That's what I thought. Okay, they're going to try the walk into Libya. So it's whether or not we're greedy, because we could use remaining abdication to go into Syria, but we just invite them to coup. I think we just drop Middle East scoring now. And I expect we'll see Europe scoring sometime soon, potentially. I think Asia scoring goes next. Although, yeah, it's whether or not we're in a hurry to drop Asia scoring. Captured Nazi is probably the next highest leverage play, swinging another VP our way. And we want to keep DEFCON up a little longer if we can. Oh, they get off to space first. Well done, them. Neat. Well, now there is no rush on captured Nazi. But yeah, we'll just drop Asia scoring. Well, we'll take Korea with US Japan. We will event capture Nazi and use containment AR 6. And we'll see if they get a coup off. You know, I don't know how long it's taken me to spot they write Mid-East scoring. I thought the Mid-East is somewhere in America, not a geographical region, but there you go. What do I know? We will event capture Nazi here. If they want to walk into Libya, we get coup counter coup after. Yeah, there's still no rush to do. Let's take Korea before they do. Mid-East scoring. What a world. Only played 600 games or something. No big deal. I think that's all right. I guess. Yeah, we don't want to use Romanian abdication. We've got De Gaulle duck and cover potentially as a gambit. Now defectors is gone. Purge blockade. With yeah, purge blockade would work. There are no 4-up cards left. So there's a couple of ways we could unlock the Middle East. The Middle East. God, I've got Middle East on the brain now. Unlock Europe if we're lucky. Here it is. Well, we will have a juicy old kill on Libya then. Now they've dropped DEFCON down. Not lucky enough. Oh well. So yeah, Purge Blockade and De Gaulle Duck and Cover are both viable. As is 5-year planning Europe scoring, which solves the problem for one round of scoring, but no more than that. They may not play into Egypt because obviously NASA's still live. So not the worst turn one I've ever had. Lack of development obviously is one thing. Well, 5-year plan Europe scoring's out. Ah, good overprotect. 4-up card does it still though. De Gaulle. Followed by Purge. And of course, Independent Reds is still in. But with Europe scoring the way it is, I think we've got to go for it. Truman Doctrine's still in play, but we can at least get Europe off for 0 this turn. But we now, yeah, if they put the one in France, we just drop Europe scoring. They do. All right, so we'll go Europe scoring for 0, because we definitely can't take France. And if they coup Iran, we still have Arab-Israeli war to get our mill-ops, and we can de-style immediately. So, coup on Iran seems likely. Influence. Intriguing. Ah, nice. Very nice. So we can de-style now. Yeah, de-style now. Go Venezuela, Chile, Nigeria, and Laos. And if they coup, we can use the China card to flip Thailand. I have no idea if that's good or not, but I'm gonna do it. And if they cover Thailand, then we'll coup. How about that? Or use duck into cover to take Venezuela. Yeah, maybe that's better. I have no idea if that was good or not, but I did it. So we'll just see how it unfolds. I mean, I figure they made me make a choice, so me making them feel like they have to make a choice is at least an acceptable redressing of the balance. Do need to watch for East European unrest, obviously, with East Germany and Poland under protected, but Comecon and Warsaw Pact are still in the deck as well, so much of a muchness there. Definitely overprotect. That'll do. You going coup or influence? Covering Thailand? No, going coup. Okay. A miss would be nice. No such luck. We will flip Thailand. Since I had to give them a choice. Now we can cover South America our side as long as we don't get realigned out of Chile in a hurry. Okay. We will cover Argentina, cover Thailand and North Korea. Always North Korea. See how that goes. Space Duck and cover, event and recover independent Reds, event Arab-Israeli war for the Milops, which I guess we need to do first. So cover South Korea. Probably overtake Nigeria as well. Great. That's good for us. Okay. So I now like cover Korea, take Lebanon. I guess we need to event Arab-Israeli war first, don't we? To get our Milops. And some VP. That's nice. I have no idea if any of this is any good. I'm lost, but I'm having fun, so that's good. Weird turn 2. UN blockade? Yeah. Yep, fine. So independent Reds, 1 Korea, 1 Lebanon, which forces them to tap Egypt if they want to deny domination, but gives us a coup target or a repair target with duck and cover because CIA's gone. Socialist governments can still come to our rescue, although special relationships still in the deck as well. If they don't tap Egypt, I guess Angola's a nice juicy coup target. I think that's fine for us. You're going to tap Egypt or playing to Zaire? Okay. Happy to see the Middle East come again. Can't play it because of defectors, but we can coup Libya and try and set up presenceless domination. Can't we? So let's just play through. They've got special relationship, which gets 2 VPs. They've got East European unrest. They got socialist governments. They'll be pleased about that. And they got Korean War. Korean War, special relationship, EU. Shuffle. Middle East, nuclear test ban. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what's our headline? Olympic Games, since we have duck and cover? They would have to specifically 5-year plan us and pull duck and cover to win there. I mean, is it just Truman Doctrine for the risk averse? No, I think we go Olympic Games. Yeah, special relationship was always going to be more likely there. Turkey would make sense in case we coup Libya. They need to be able to walk back in. But they may just overprotect France, which would be fine with me. Okay, looking for NORAD. Oh, man. That's a joke. All right, 456, please. Oh, my goodness. Well, everything about that went wrong. So it goes. Straight back into Libya. What a waste of time. Well, well, well. So, you know, that's like a several VP swing there. Both the Olympic Games and the fact we couldn't get one more pip on Libya is probably the difference between us being at -5 and -10, I think. So, -11 maybe. So, pretty harsh. But that is the way the dice roll. Next up, we'll event Decol, Space Duck and Cover, finish with Truman. Maybe even hold Comicon for a few extra ops. We'll need to put another one in Argentina to cover against VOA. But that was the defining headline in AR1 so far. Probably won't be catching any more breaks. Well, let's pressure Asia now. So, made it into the mid-war regions by the skin of our teeth, although South America is likely to be neutral. Bit further back than we want to be, but card scoring timing might be clutch. They're giving up all the war cards, we'll miss them all. There's another TVP. Well, that makes up for Olympic Games, if nothing else. I mean, if we could, scoring card timing could be clutch, right? If we can drop Asia and Southeast Asia and score OPEC, then maybe we could push through to VP, but it's going to be slim to none, I'd say. So, we will cover Lao, put 2 in Chile. Get rid of Truman Doctrine. I think we've got a space duck and cover. They know we've got it, so we're not going to get a lot of mileage out of it. Blah. That's probably not the end of the world. If they get off to space first, we might be able to pip them with one small step. So they've still got SocGov and 2 unknown cards. Well, I guess that means they're not holding Asia scoring. So we will still put one in Burma because we want to stay ahead in Asia and Southeast Asia. And we'll see if they space .gov or do something else with it. Do something else with their other one. Eventing NORAD. Juicy. But we got Kog'Maw, so small mercies. And defectors, so let's make them feel bad for themselves. VOA, Allende. Defectors, John Paul. And Willie. So we can either go South America to try and get domination somewhere. Oh well. Guess we won't be cooing anywhere. Where can we do the most damage? I mean, we can't even take France because we have a single 4-op card. So I guess we'll go off to space. And fail at that. Oh well, at least they got stuck in the trap. But it doesn't mean a great deal. So let's... Ooh. Ooh, you don't know what's best. I mean, possibly OPEC points, but Middle East has scored. I guess Asia. Yeah, at least then we can... We've got time to take India while they're in the trap still. SocGov next, or have you got another 2-op card in the bank? SocGov next. So we can go well, doesn't really matter. So a card they know, not in Burma, doi. Well, if they're going to Pakistani war, they have to roll a 6 now. We'll use you an intervention on John Paul, I think. Give up the VP. We'll be playing into Ivory Coast because they'll play into Cameroon and threaten to realign, I guess. But we can't afford to be swept out, even if it means they start queuing on Ivory Coast for their mill ops. Event Willy Brandt for the point. Use the rest for ops. Give up a VP with defectors. See how long we can thread the needle for. We'll see whether or not they got lone gunmen. No, they managed to pitch Fidel. Wouldn't be surprised to see it. We'll see it later in the turn, mind. There's no chance they're going to be giving away extra information yet. Well, maybe not spacing wasn't the end of the world, eh? Well, definitely Event Willy Brandt. Forces them to do something at the very least. Not Cameroon. Oh yeah, of course, just that. Doi. We will use an intervention and put 2 in Malaysia. Will we? Cover against brush war. Where else is good? Just about nowhere. Yeah, it's fine. I'm happy to get John Paul out the pile. Kind of telegraphs we haven't got more than 2 op cards left, but I mean, if they play into Uruguay, we cover Argentina, obviously. Okay. Just okay. Well, I mean, I'm alright with that. That seems like a massive sink for a VP swing. Now we need to keep defectors to go into Ivory Coast. So we will overprotect Argentina. And if they don't play into Cameroon, there it is. Another gambit leaves. Yeah, another one in Iraq's fine for now. Cameroon? Although, yeah, they'd have to use Sadat. They might use the China card to get Milops. That seems bonkers. If they play into Cameroon, we go into Ivory Coast and we expect they don't use a card for Milops, they're not going to give... Yeah, okay. Alright, in which case... we'll tap Libya. And now they can space Cult Rev and leave Libya open. Or event Sadat and leave us a nice coup target. Okay. So let's hope they don't drop Defcon in the headline. We've got grain sales, so they won't be doing that. Liberation Theology is probably best in case they try and get Central America away in the headline. Man, if they have Yasuri, we're in a bit of trouble. Because that could totally invalidate the advantage I have in Asia. We still get Libthy. It's the best of the headlines. Well, that's not shabby. Because they do have the China card. Although, that's good for Southeast Asia scoring, but we've still got 4 battlegrounds in Asia. Oh boy, yeah, a coup's just too bad for us. I guess we give up Thailand. So we'll go Panama. Oh my goodness. Not a time to be flubbing. But then on the other hand, they can't use the China cards and cover Panama. So I guess we will be retaking Thailand. Space grain sales hold nuclear subs, I guess. Bad way in a lot of the board now. Africa's obviously a whisker away from being controlled. Central America's set for control. Where are they starting? That makes sense. We will recover India and Thailand. Let's see if they drop Central America for a buttload. Yep. Formosa doesn't do a lot for us, so we can... Let's see, we've got our Milops, so let's put 2 in Cote d'Ivoire. Not a massive incentive for them to coup there. If they don't take it immediately, I might use OPEC to take Egypt, because obviously Libya's then only a Muslim revolution away from dealing with Libya. A Muslim rev takes out 4 influence, which isn't bad. Oh boy. Yep. So it goes. Very irksome. With Lone Gunman gone and the scoreline the way it is, it's gonna be really virtually impossible to win from here. Uh-huh. Well, we give up Nixon plays the China card and they play into Peru. Man, yeah. Good work. Next should be Peru, unless they've got South America scoring, they can just drop it. With that in Africa, they'll be well on the way. I mean, it's pretty much going to take a... Oh boy, yeah, well... Yeah, boy. Just going to space grain cells. Well... Mm-hmm. Fair enough. We will use nuclear subs and put 2 more in Nigeria rather than use Camp David. And if they want to have a coup on Nigeria, they can. I've made it as difficult as possible. And Hunter may still rescue me. 2 Brazil, coup Venezuela, Phil Brazil is still a gambit. Ha! No, it's not. Ah, well. So now all it takes is Africa scoring and the game is over. And there it is. So Che, then Africa scoring in the headline, denies domination. So I guess we've got to do that. That, if Nigeria hits, gives them control. Oh, okay. Well, small mercies there. Gonna have to drop it, even though it gives up Thailand. I mean, they don't have the cards to win outright. If they take Thailand and then Southeast Asia scoring, they're still not quite over the top. But they definitely want... I mean, I'm over the hump at this point. I'm just going to flip it back with the China cards. And if they've got Yasuri, I look like an idiot. But with Southeast Asia and Asia scoring still in the deck, now's as good a time as any. I mean, I expect a coup now. Yep. Not bad. So now we space Camp David. And they need space in return, otherwise we can try and get another space off for 2VP, but tinkering at the margins. Small mercies. Space emit. Yeah. Going for a big 6. Well, that's alright. We will definitely use South Africa Unrest for all it's worth. And after all that, it looks like we're not getting Asia in the reshuffle like this turn and then reshuffled in, so that's one less time we'll see that score for us. Interesting. Weird. Alright, we're gonna use Shutter Diplomacy and put 4 in Israel to finish. Oh well, bonus. Man, they've got Yasuri. Great. We can't use Arsenal either. Yasuri and Asia scoring. And Hunter, not that it's much use for him, all things considered. So I think I've got Yusuri, Asia, Hunter, and Puppet governments. Let's miss LMVM, because Yusuri seemed like the likeliest headline. Muslim Revolution does not remove from Tunisia, so that's slightly awkward. Okay. So with Purge, we can do that, knowing they can't use the China card. And they have to use Missile MV first anyway. May also get to blockade him, which would be pretty funny. And we wait as long as possible, possibly forever. Wow. We'll use decall to do that happily. Oh, okay. Didn't see that in the reshuffle. Well, that's that. Never really stood a chance there, I don't think. Kind of tried to get the wagon rolling in early war, but it came unraveling. Alright, so next game we won't get to watch because I'll be playing live with Wisebar on Sunday. That's everything in ITSL for the year. Like, I've done all my games up to the new year. So we'll see what happens with the rest of the month. But yeah, I mean, if it was not a virtual board, it probably deserves to be set fire to and buying a new one. But there we go. I mean, I enjoy getting beaten up by players who are better than me because at least in theory I'm learning from it, unless I'm a masochist. So yeah. Anyway, thanks a lot. Let me know what else I could have done. I'm sure there are some things. All right. Yeah. Anyway, let me know. I'm always interested. And bye for now. See you soon.